One, two, one, two, three, four.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's edition of the Mudblood podcast with myself, William Thompson, and the wonderful Gerry Lavz.
Well,
filling in for Paddy. Where is
I know,
Paddy?
where is he at?
I think he's over doing his England tour, isn't
That's
he?
exactly where he is, yes.
Or am I full of shit? I think he is.
No, he is, because he's in Liverpool the exact same day as me.
Is that
Yes.
a Krispy Kreme?
No, he's
He's
just
running about eating
over doing.
donuts, I seen.
Yes, he's doing it. He's doing that thing for
Doing
Krispy
a
Kreme.
UK tour, Krispy Kreme.
He's just
Well, you said it. You said it.
Allegedly.
I was setting you up for it.
Paddy will see this. It was him saying it.
Oh yeah, he'll murder me. But
So was he doing like greeting for Krispy Kreme?
yes, do you know how it came about? Actually, so he got that because he slobbered about one open somewhere else.
Yeah.
I think in the Apple Green or something. Or,
Yes.
And so then when that opened, he put up like a video of him going, "Look at the fucking state of everybody lining up for a fucking donut. Like, why would you line up for a fucking donut in the morning?"
Then he's there being like, "Oh, welcome to the store. Come on in."
So then they got in touch with him, being like, "Do you want to open the Belfast one for us?" Then
Do you know what's funny? Because I didn't
it
know
was like
this.
ironic.
I didn't know he'd done that and was doing it because I also got offered to do it as well independently. They're like, come down on the day, greet people, have a bit of banter with the customers, and I was like, why the fuck would anyone want to do that? And then the next
And then he announced it.
day, big man's greeting people, handing out wee fucking caramel donuts. Good man.
Do you like Krispy Kreme though?
I got it once over in New York.
Right.
And it was alright. It was nice. Like,
I'll say this: they're doing too much.
I
what do you
You know
mean?
what I mean?
I think so too. But I do love the glazed one.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like, like if you got your ass waxed, that
Yeah.
wee one. Like it's just a really smooth ring.
Yeah.
A wee glazed ring. I
Yeah.
like.
Yeah. I don't even need it. I just buy it. But yeah, that's what I want on a donut. Like a wee sprinkle. See if you're putting a full chocolate bar.
No.
And then
I
cream,
know.
and you're like, see if I have to sit down to eat this.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
Not
That's what
so
happened
much.
to the milkshake shops. They got too complicated.
Yeah.
Oh, do you remember Cookie Box Show?
Cookie Box is unreal.
Where was that? Was that in the Falls Road? No.
No, it was on
Is there not
Street.
somewhere up around the falls? It's a really big.
There is I forget what you
Molly
call
May
it.
went to it. There's one up.
Yes,
right? Yeah.
it's facing
Yeah.
the Culterland.
Cookie Box used to be just outside Victoria Square.
Yeah, and then they had one in Great Victoria Street Station for a while too.
That's yeah. And so it was just you pick the chocolate bar, pick the flavour of ice cream. They'd fuck it all together.
Oh my god.
But then
Oh, it was the
Oh
tits.
stop.
then there was all these complicated combinations, and then it's like a place Pizza Punks as well, where you can get Haribos and fucking
Random shit in a pizza.
5-piece fries on a pizza, and you're like, no, it doesn't need to be that.
Yeah. Now, before we venture in too much in the fat bastardness, Jerry, do you want to tell our listeners who may not be familiar with you who the fuck you are?
So basically,
You're that bitch.
no. What would be like the demographic, like Stella Artois drinkers and?
Stella Artois, not many under 40, I'll say that.
Okay, right, okay, right.
Not the most employed group, our listeners.
No, I love that though. Right, okay, right. My kind of people.
We've got people who just about know how podcasts work.
Right.
When it goes live, you still get people talking to us.
Really?
They still think we can see them.
Yeah, there's people comment, on the YouTube video and going like, "Paddy, tell him about that time about finding like it's not
Right.
late."
It's not live.
Paddy, Willie, stop scratching your nose. Very distracting, mate. I'm like, this was recorded 4 days ago.
Are you serious?
Like this is somebody who realized, right, I'm gonna give them podcast things a go and then listen to Mudblood and then stop there.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Facebook users.
Yes.
Yes.
I love
Yes.
my favorite kind of people.
Yes.
My favorite kind of people.
That's some of them are sound.
Oh, well, I'd say majority. Well, you get the ones on their Belfast Live post is always a bit more savage, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I was playing in I'll need to give you the context after this, Jerry, but I was playing in Fountain Lane on Saturday,
Right.
and a fella came up to me and shook my hand and went, "How's it going, mate? My name's Ryan Allen. Nice to meet you."
No, he's loose.
It wasn't him. He was like, "Only joking, you mate." Fuck. He's like, "I listened to the Patreon." I was like, "You bastard."
Our Patreon's fucking
So
they're all threatening to kick each other's fucks in.
really?
yeah, so there was a big war, there last week, where two of the subscribers were like slobbering to each other.
Oh, serious?
Like a sectarian back and forth.
Oh, fuck.
And one of their names is Renan, so the person came up to me and says, Renan. I was like, oh, fuck.
But what was even better about that episode is we had Hattie Preston on. He's a little bit of a posh London comedian.
Right, okay.
Who was not familiar with this podcast before, really. And she was just listening to people going, listen here, you dirty hump bastard, I'm going to do your fucking knees. And he's like, I'm going to slit your throat, you fucking finging cunt. And she's sitting there being
And then
like,
the next question was just like, yeah, would you rather fight 40 horse-sized ducks
or one duck-sized horse? Is it mental? But yeah, sorry, we interrupted Gerry there. So yes, a little quick intro to the people.
Well, basically, I come from like the podcast world as well, so I know Sean very well. So I have my own podcast, Pop My Cherry. It's more like kind of, how would you describe it, Sean? Like
organized chaos.
organized, Graham Norton-ish
Yeah.
vibe,
Yeah, I could see that.
camp kind of, don't know, with
Camp fun.
fun, flamboyant,
Yeah.
Phenomenal. I listened
Load
to
of
the one.
characters.
dirty, a wee bit dirty as well. Yeah,
Okay.
love a good dirty joke.
Oh, same.
Aye.
Same.
And that would
Especially
kind
in
of
a room full of people who hate them.
Who hate them? Yeah.
Oh, that's the best.
Aye.
That's why I love like drag queens. The euphemisms they come off with are
Oh my
amazing.
god! Oh, they're hilarious. Like nearly like laughing in mass. Like you're not supposed to.
Yes.
It's just that kind of the contrast. If somebody's really like uptight.
What's been the best? I dare say what would be the best? What's been the best drag name you've heard? There's some great ones.
Oh.
Becca Boots is one of my favorites. Like back of boots.
Oh yes.
We
Sandy Ho,
Sandy Ho.
great.
we said on the other day on Bruno's podcast, Clit Eastwood.
It's very good.
Well, I always thought if I was to be a drag queen, it'd be like Jerry Springer instead of Jerry
Jerry's-
Springer.
That's great.
Yeah, I thought that.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, I can't.
There's loads.
There's so
So
many good
many.
ones.
There's so many that now that we're talking about it, I can't.
You can't think of one.
But
And
there's loads.
There's loads, but there'd be like Rusty Hinges.
Rusty Hinges.
Yes,
Teddy
Aye.
Von Tramp.
I love Teddy Von Trump.
Love it. Oh my god, love.
Great.
And Miss Anya Bax from here is quite good.
So that's
as
like
well.
on your back.
Yeah.
Right, yes. It always takes you a wee minute and you're like, ha ha.
Aye.
So you
many
like you
good
don't get
drag
it. You
queens
hear
from
someone
here.
whisper, they'll be like, "That means like tits." And you're like, "It does mean tits." Yeah. No, because
Stop.
I was at the Maverick for St. Paddy's Day.
I seen that
oh
karaoke.
time of my fucking life.
Yeah.
Because I'd never been. I would go to gay bars quite a bit.
Yeah.
Never been to karaoke in a gay bar. Wall to wall bangers.
Oh, unreal.
No one's bringing the vibe down with some fucking Radiohead.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? No one's doing weird shit.
Aye.
It's just wall to wall. Kylie Minogue. Celine Dion comes on
Oh my
about
God.
5 times a night.
Stop it.
It's like Sweet Caroline.
Oh,
the
don't.
fucking bars.
But you know,
going
whenever that
nuts.
one cunt comes on, sings maybe like James Blunt, it's like, oh, fuck off, get
Yeah.
off the stage.
Yeah.
Or somebody tries to do Adele, and you're like, "Fuck
That's
off!"
true. Aye,
no,
no,
that's
no.
not. It's not the time nor the
the
place.
I
time.
hate when they do karaoke and someone tries
Can
to do
sing.
it. I can actually sing, by the way. And you're like, I don't give a fuck.
We want to
something
hear you
silly.
do "Come On, Eileen." That's it.
Yeah.
and
Love
really
that,
badly.
aye. But I find "Come On, Eileen's" more like, I think more like a football chant. It's not
Yeah.
really, but you know what I mean. Like
I know
it's
what
more
you
like,
mean.
"Come on, Eileen." Like
Yeah.
it's
Fucking, it's all coming back to me now. Someone
It's
got
a
up and did that.
classic.
Oh my god.
it's a classic.
Oh, a dry hole in the house.
Would you be fan of Celine Dion?
Shaz or Mushaz, I like some of them.
Aye.
Love Celine Dion.
Did you see the documentary though?
No, what
Did
is
you
this
see it?
recent?
No, it's not. Well, it's not. Maybe a year ago.
Yeah, so this is
Was it
about
something to do
her.
with her
like,
voice? Was it-
yeah,
what was
she
it?
lost her voice.
Yeah.
and then and I just seen the clip from it. It's like,
Yeah.
I will be back. That is for sure.
But I think she did come back. She was in Paris or something.
For I should done the Paris
opening of
Olympics.
the Olympics, yeah.
So I thought you had not like some sort of paralysis on her face or something, was it?
I'm not sure now.
no
I
idea.
don't want to diagnose.
I just know our girl's not well.
No.
Yeah.
Her husband died as well, didn't he?
Did I?
Didn't he?
God love her.
Or is this Dolly Parton I'm thinking of?
It
You're
do-
maybe thinking of Kate from GMTV, you know? Didn't hurt.
I'm definitely not thinking of Kate Garraway, no.
I'm going to hell.
She's on GMTV, but she did that Titanic song so well.
No, website rip.ie. Like fucking.
This podcast
you
is
hear?
just going.
Fuck.
Ah, fuck! Did you hear such and such that?
Aye.
No, you knew
That's the
him.
part-
You knew him.
Did you hear Thing died? Princess Diana? No, not her.
Do you ever get scared of that though? I always worry about this. You know, whenever you get to that age of life where it's like that becomes like the gossip, like well, did you hear so and so down the road today? Or
Yeah.
Oh, that's the event. It's not like, see, they're pregnant. Or like,
I know.
oh, she's being a bit of a slag.
no, I'm kind of in the pregnant era at the minute.
Yeah.
Everyone's pregnant, it seems.
My man,
I'm in the midst of, do you know that crossroads where half of your mates are like getting married, getting pregnant, and then the other half are like, oh, I had a threesome the other night. You're like, what the fuck are you doing?
You just feel like you're in limbo.
Yeah.
You don't know where you belong.
It's both sets of friends aren't sleeping, but one it's because of cocoa melons kept them up, and then the other's still wiped out.
But then it's kind of good because you've got the yin and yang. If you want to dabble into that there, if you want to dabble into that, like the chaos, and then you've got like, right, let's focus on the credit score again.
Yes.
You know, let's go back to the stable friends.
Oh, I'll have 3 weeks where I'm eating fruit and I'm getting up early in the morning and I'm doing runs, and then just 2 weeks of fucking chaos.
I went to the cinema last night, got a Chinese on the way home, and then had a Greg's this morning. I feel like a
Do you
fucking...
feel like a dirty bitch?
I do feel like a dirty bitch. I was doing so well.
Did you not shit ever? What?
And tell me this: the Gregs, were you like alone, or were you like?
I was
Like, were you
alone
just, like,
eating
sitting
it in
your
my car.
like eating a sausage roll.
Oh, in the car.
Oh my god, Sean, how pathetic!
And did you double
I'm a
up?
low life.
See, that's where I do my worst eating, when no one's around to watch me get a piece of slice and a sausage roll.
Oh, I got a breakfast roll and a sausage roll.
Oh, did you? Fair. Why not? Why not?
Oh,
Fuck's sake,
what is the dirtiest, like, you've had it for? I had a Chinese for breakfast the other day.
I've done that before.
Just because it's left over.
It's left over. It shouldn't
Cost
go
of
to
living
waste.
crisis. I'm fucking eating that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't see that as bad. I see that as being resourceful.
Yeah.
Somebody, Gerry, actually got in touch with Nicole after our episode talking
Really?
about the Chinese
Right?
price. So we done an episode a couple of weeks ago.
Talking about like price inflations of like Chinese takeaways. Like now you couldn't even afford one.
Right. Yes.
And somebody taxed Nicole off of that saying, I just listened to Jerry's podcast and heard how much you and Sean are paying for a Chinese. She's like, that's a fucking disgrace. Go to this place. You can get it for this much, and it's like so much cheaper. And I went to the place.
Was it cheaper?
I think it was last week, and it was cheaper, and you got way more, and it was fucking great as well. I'll shout it out. Peking Palace at the top of White Rock.
Shout out to
Oh,
Peking.
right.
Great.
This is back to the early days of our podcast where we just shout out local businesses. We couldn't get sponsors, so we're just like fucking love treats and shakes on the road. You want an ice cream? There you go.
We used to do, remember Patrick's mate's taxi company? Pretended like that was our sponsor.
Is it Grancha? No.
No, it was, oh fuck.
One week we got
Something taxis in
Castle
Crumlin.
cabs.
I can't remember. Might have been just Grant Attack, something like that.
And it was like, yeah, they weren't our sponsor. We were just shouting them out. Just
How many
so-
taxi companies do you know in Belfast?
Oh shit.
I don't know. I know a lot. Grancha, Peter Pan,
Eagle. Is Eagle
Eagle.
still going?
Hello, Eagle.
Hello,
Eagle. Eagle. That's right.
K-Cobs.
Yeah.
That's when you're in a-
Antrim Cobs.
Every-
B
when-
Cobs.
Yeah, you know a party should be dead when someone's going, we'll get a K-Cobs in.
No, there used to
90
be.
quid for a 10 glass of vodka. Who's in?
So I don't know if they're still going, but like before I was driving and like going out a lot, PJ's taxis. They're probably, if they're still going, I think they're legit now. But they weren't legit back in the day.
I
It used to
know.
be like somebody came and picked you up in their
Picked you up.
Astra. And you know it was bad when like the driver pulled up and they had to like pull their seat forward because they haven't like back seat doors. You're crawling into the
There's like a
fucking
kid's
taxi.
seat in the back and I'm like, I'm not taking that in and out. You can fucking
The
stroll
kid's
over
still in it.
Smoking.
I actually remember whenever we were shooting one time, we were that desperate. You know, like Freshers Week, and you really wanted to, you had to be like at the club at a certain time or whatever.
yeah.
But I remember it was it was an actual taxi. And now it wasn't like a phone cab, value cab. It was one of them. Like I don't know which one, but I had to be in the boot. But I was in the boot.
What was it, like a 7-seater car?
I can't remember. Like, but basically it was filled to the brim. There was about 3 or 4 in the back,
Fucking hell.
2 in the front, because you couldn't get taxis. So we had to pay. We had to pay extra.
The fucking nerve.
But I was the one that got fucked into the bit because I was the smallest.
Fucking hell.
Swear.
I would have thought I was getting abducted, like.
And then dropped us right out the door. Say it was like scratch or like fly or whatever the fuck it was, and just all bailed out.
Did you live in the Holy Lands for a bit?
I lived in.
Yeah.
Did you?
Oh, no. I was Holy Lands adjacent. I lived in Stranmillis,
Oh right.
which was,
I'd say Stranmillis is like the posh
part of like
Yeah.
the student living. Yeah.
Anyone that lived in Stranmillis was like,
I don't even think
their shit
the
together.
houses were dear. It was just harder to get them.
Yeah,
Wasn't
we
it?
were just super fucking lucky. Do you ever
Yeah.
see my student house?
No,
Mental. Like, you could have, it was huge.
serious.
We just got super lucky. You could have had, we had parties with like 50 people in them,
oh my god.
and there was room, like. So there was a big living room that you could put 20 people in. I set up Rock Band. So you would smoke, that was the chill out room. So if you're getting it a bit tight,
Right, yeah.
you smoke a bit of weed, play Rock Band with me. There was a kitchen, a big back garden, and then a garage that we'd put like DJ decks and shit and smoke
Oh my
machines.
god,
So it was like-
real?
It was like a house.
Fucking sounds like Aldovino. Or
Mate, it was fucking. We literally had different rooms, and if you tried to, like, so the middle room would just be like general rock music. Out the garage is where like the techno fuckers were.
Oh, so it was like Limelight
right,
1,
dude.
Limelight 2.
Yeah, and you'd go out like no that kind of music. Like you'd leave, come back 4 hours later, and I'm like, is that song still on? No, it's industrial Romanian techno, and I'm like, I'm going in to listen to Spice Girls, just fucking shite.
Yeah.
I love a bit of both though. I
Yeah.
do like a lot of people just can't listen to that kind of rave. I love like European, like Berlin,
Mm-hmm.
Euro trash. Like I want like a really like a Euro trash kind of summer.
I'll take a bit of trance if I'm gonna listen to
Yeah.
some. I like a bit of that techno. People be like, you need to be wiped out to listen to it. I'm like, be wiped out. Anything's good. Anything's good wiped out. So I'm
You can
not
go to a
taking that as
Wiggles
a
concert
mantra.
if you want.
What?
The Wiggles.
Yeah.
No, like I am still fucking. I'm just recovering now from being blacklisted by all the taxi companies for my sins of living in the Holy Lands.
Really?
Because, like, we were obviously when you're living in somewhere, the taxi companies get the address and they've got like a whole file
On you, yeah.
on you. And the people that lived upstairs from us, it was like a separate flat, but they were like fucking mad for like ordering about 6 taxis and getting in the first one that comes
Oh, fuck yes.
and then
Yeah.
just going on.
That's right.
So then anytime I would ring a taxi and go 48 College Park Avenue, they would go, I win, fuck, you know.
Aye.
And I'm still getting that now. It's like, you know, when I ring up phone a cab and it's like, would you like a pickup to 48 College Park Avenue? And I'm like, no, I lived there 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Would you fuck off?
Delete it off your account. That's your problem at that
Yeah.
point. So how'd you get in the podcast, Gerry?
So I went on Andrews. Do you know Andrew?
Andrew, very well.
Very
Too
well.
well.
Too well.
Big
aye.
annoying
Andrew's
fuck.
such a cunt.
I love him.
But Andrew,
The most autistic man alive. Like, I love him. I love him so much.
he's such a funny cunt though. It's like you either get it or you don't get it. I think with Andrew. I think some people, he's so serious that
Yes.
it sounds like
I know people
they
have
don't
met
get
him.
the satire in it.
I know people that have met him be like, oh, he's quite cheeky. And you're like,
No,
well, it
no.
depends. You may have walked in when he's having a freak out.
Yeah, aye.
Oh, because someone owes him 20p.
Aye.
Don't meet him on one of those days because you're not getting through to him.
No.
But he is one of the funniest, kindest guys ever. like.
I
Ah, he's
love
legend.
Andrew, but I went on Andrew, so Cork in the North,
Yeah.
and then Sean was the producer for it, and then yeah, like I was always wanting to do one, but I never kind of knew how to get into it, so I kept going on ones just to find out more about how people did it or produced it or whatever, and then met Sean, and then it just kind of headed off from there. But everybody loves Sean and mine now.
Oh, yeah.
I think Sean's always a good value.
As opposed to this one where everybody hates me.
Do they all hate you?
No, everyone hates me on this. Do they? Yeah.
Well,
they
in the
fucking-
early days.
In the early days, they really hated me. But they hated anyone who wasn't Paddy.
Yeah.
Like, we would get guests on.
Yeah.
We could have had fucking Steve Irwin back from the dead on. And they'd be like, Paddy, talk about just being a joiner. And you're like, you could have had the head of ISIS and the head of the CIA on, and they're like, Paddy, talk about fucking Twinburg back in the day.
Yeah. But then anytime he was away, it was like, where the fuck did Willie go? Why isn't Willie not
Oh,
on?
it was an abusive relationship. Do you know when they started liking me? When I just started going, do you know what it is? Fuck you. And then they're like, he's alright. Once I stopped caring, they liked it.
Aye.
Yeah.
And then you got a bit of shit for a while too.
Did
I
you?
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's abusive as fuck up
Really?
on this. Fucking
Why
really
the
was.
fuck am I here?
Oh, you're in
Oh,
for
you
it
know
now.
right? Oh, why the fuck's that faggot on it? Fuck
Well, we'll
off.
just turn the comments off.
Aye, turn the comments off.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, they'll call me a fruit because they'll be like, oh yeah. Right, Willy's a big fucking fruit because I'm like, yeah, you can't punch women in the head. They're like, woke dickhead here. Woke dickhead McGregor's right. Fucking. I'm like, I don't think so. Fruit.
Fuck, sure, they come up and they call him cripple and everything.
They call who?
Me, because I'm cerebral palsy.
Really?
Yeah, they'll call, oh, go full for it. That being spastic. And I'm like, you've no teeth. And they're like, no need to go where? No need, that's a bit far.
But do you not think here it's kind of like insults like a love language?
It is.
Do you know
it
what
is.
I mean? Like,
I
it's
don't take it thick.
No,
Yeah.
neither do I. No.
No.
Well,
No, I get a wee kick out of it. Like,
Yeah. That's I used to get really upset with it, and then now it really, really makes me, like, it
Aye.
amuses me.
because comedians would be known to be quite sensitive.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
it- yeah, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I only found this out
weirdly-
through Andrew. Yeah.
Weirdly, that, like, you could make fun of, like, if one of their mas were dying, you could make fun of that,
Uh-huh.
and they're fine about it.
Yes.
But if you go, oh, joke shit, their fucking day's
Aye.
ruined.
So is their like their work they're sensitive
yes,
about?
it's like
right.
that sort of sounds like a bit XYZ done before, and they're
Aye.
like, "What do you mean?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not copying him, no. So you started off Andrew's one. And then I remember, because it's doing really well, because I remember you telling me it was on my top 10 in the fucking charts. And all.
Yeah, that
Yes.
was like the first 2 weeks,
first
and
2
then
weeks.
um,
But I think that was like a glitch. Like,
well, evidently not, because it's went in
Yeah.
like
Dunno.
it like really peaked in the charts another 2 times after that.
uh-huh.
So then you had the Anna Olivia
Yeah.
episode with Anna Olivia Haynes,
Uh-huh.
and I can't remember the number it went to, but then last week's one,
Yeah.
with
Emma Kearney.
Emma Kearney,
Yeah. Well, you'll always chart easier with a new one, because the way it works. So it's
Yeah.
not like you could be doing 50,000 a week, say,
Yeah.
but it goes on. If you've got 50,000 the week before,
Mm-hmm.
you don't go up.
No.
It's how many are you?
Oh, I progress, and
Adding.
it's like
Oh, right.
Do you know? It's like the singles chart in music.
Yeah.
It's not how many have you sold. It's how much.
Has it
have you
right.
sold
Well,
that
this
week?
week.
Right.
Yes. But that one done really well, like this week, so outperformed the likes of two Johnnies and Shane's and stuff
Yes.
like that this week. So like it done really well.
But then I think you can't look at all that shit either, though. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of
You
like,
ca- yeah,
it's
you
great.
ca-
It is great, like, but I think it'll fuck up your flow.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
this week will likely be shit.
Yeah.
We went up, we're going back down again.
I can never tell
No.
with this one with guests.
No.
Yeah.
Sometimes people love it.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah.
Our Megan O'Neill one done really well a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll have ones where we love them.
Yeah.
And then, oh my god.
Me and Paddy loved having Hattie on.
Aye.
It was
Yeah,
one of
and-
our favourite ones, and it didn't do great numbers wise.
No.
That was a great
I
podcast.
was fucking. It was about fucking 2.5 hours long. It was fucking great.
Yeah, and then there was the one with Tom Stade that didn't do great and all. Like,
Where was that? His ones always do that.
well, the first one done well. The second time when it was just him and Patrick.
Ah, see, you miss me.
That's
you
it.
miss.
Where's Willie?
You miss me going, Tom, what the fuck are you talking about? But it's just weird. It is just.
Yeah.
I've kind of find with us now, they like it when it's us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they kind of get annoyed when they guess. Not
That's-
annoyed.
so they always say, like, say once we go back into like a solo one where it's just me and Sean, then they'll be saying the same thing. It's like, oh, like, really love these ones because it's just a bit more.
Yep.
Yeah.
I tend to find that's how they've switched now. It used to be if you had a guest on, it would blow your numbers up.
Yeah.
And now people are kind of going back into, oh, I just like it when it's these guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
It just feels more like, I think, comfortable. It's what you're familiar with. It's like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get those people who
Yeah.
listen every week,
Aye.
who just like the comfort of like the
Yeah, that's the
same
voice.
thing.
That's
It's
the
the same-
guys.
Yeah. No.
But
But then would you have like a dream guest that you would love on?
Oh,
Like, dream big.
100%. Tom Stade was up there
yeah,
just because I know WWE's in town. I'd love. Oh, Mark Henry's doing a DJ set in the Limelight. See if we got Mark Henry on. Oh, my life would be made.
what's your experience with WWE, Gerry?
Well, I always loved China.
Yeah.
And what was the blonde one? Tori or
Tori Wilson.
Yeah. I love like WWE divas.
Oh, yes. 'Cause I
like- well,
as a kid, hated them.
yeah.
You know, when you're 8, you're like, I
Yeah.
want to see her bum fucking, where's the Undertaker?
And then like your dad go, I hear you like that, so you're like, no.
No.
Because WWE in the early 2000s did this weird thing where they'd have like a lot of violence and like a cage match. And then before the main event, they would have like a bikini contest.
Yes.
So it was
So
like, did you enjoy that
problematic,
vibe?
like,
It's like before the main event, who fancies a wee wank? It was the weirdest. It was the weirdest thing.
Oh my god.
the weirdest one, no, like where he's like hiring a new secretary.
Yeah.
And he's like, Becky, you're hired.
Oh, so
So
I
bad.
want to see you touch that desk. And you're like, oh.
Fucking hell.
It's hard to watch them back now that he is on trial for rape.
Oh really? Oh
Yeah.
fuck right.
So you're watching those back and
No.
you're like, oh.
So I
Yeah. But
Yeah.
you love the divas?
I love the divas, but I was more like I love the divas more like I was in like the bathroom mirror like doing like the. Do you know what I mean? Like I wasn't like, so my dad was maybe thinking great, and I'm like no. Like, and I used to be obsessed with like Jordan.
Yes.
He thought this was great. And remember like the Daily Sport, dirty fucking paper, like
Yeah.
it was like 10p, and it was like say like. Fanny, everything was like in this newspaper, but like I used to love all this because I don't know, I wanted to be like a glamour model. So I'd be in the bathroom, like grabbing my wee chest, like trying to push tits together.
You're looking at Lucy
I'm not
Pinder.
confused. I am gay, but I'm not confused with my gender. I don't know what, it was fucked up.
You're looking at Lucy Pinder being like, her
Oh, I love
makeup
Lucy
is
Pinder.
outstanding.
But do you remember Page 3, and then they would always have these wee bits where it was like about the Lucy loves like is a massive advocate for global warming, and then it was something so off when she's got like her tits out.
It's like the least read part of the whole newspaper.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a wee blurb.
Oh, I always read it.
But also, I'm like, you're looking at.
I read it in Dear Deirdre, and that was it.
You're the person that buys Playboy and actually does read
Yeah,
the article.
But
I used to love that in page 3, the wee blurb, because you're like, I don't give a fuck how you feel about the Labour government. I don't care.
this is gonna sound so fucked up. I used to never want to see their nipples because I thought it was disrespectful as a man to look at their nipples. So I would open page 3 and like peel it, and then try to get like a 20p coin and try to like put it on the nipples. So then I could look at it without feeling like, oh, I looked at her nipples.
Yeah.
You know, like I didn't.
fuck.
And then the odd day you'd get someone, you're like, that needs a 50p. She's got a full deli counter on her chest there. Like.
Salami nipples.
Were you always like, because I was a bit of a camp child too.
Were you?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. Oh, it comes out of me.
Oh, really?
It I'm camp if you put me amongst like a smick. And amongst really camp people,
Yes.
I'm smicked.
Right.
I'm in this Venn diagram
You're in the
where
Twilight Zone.
no one accepts me.
Oh.
I'm like a chameleon.
It's given no room in the inn.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Getcha.
So were you always?
So well, I did. Yes, I did try. I tried my best. Like, you know, and so after that era, then it was coming in. You know, when like first day of secondary school, my mama giving me this real like, you know, just keep that head down, and there's a lot of this and a lot of that, and like real like streetwise like pep talk. And then I was kind of like, fuck. So always would have wore like the collar up. Remember back in the day, you would have done that. Chains, Celtic jerseys, the full works, anything that, like, you know, spiky hair.
Yeah, frosted tips,
Yeah, very anything to kind of like keep
sterling rings.
keep them off my radar, you know.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, like I have had a ham sandwich before. Do you know what I mean? Aye, so. But like at the time, I thought I liked it.
So did you
Yeah.
did you double?
I'm not gold
Yeah.
star, no.
Yeah.
People think you'd look at me now and think, oh Jesus, like he's
yeah.
a flamingo. No,
Yeah.
back in the day,
You'd say this man's never had tuna in his life.
And back in the day, like I would have been like a womanizer. Well, like I don't know what it was, but like all the women were like mad about me. It was weird, but I think it was because it was funny, maybe.
Do you know what I think it is too? It's they can sense when you're not interested.
Maybe that's what it was.
Women love James McKegney. And
Do they? Yeah.
he's the gayest dude I know. He's fly to Berlin, piss on me gay, right?
Oh, is he really?
But he's so
Is he?
masculine. So masculine.
He is. I would see him as masculine.
Yeah.
He's like American trucker.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And he'll just come in and be like, fucking Fields rifle lad.
Can imagine him wearing a MAGA hat.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah.
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 But
Watches
women-
college football.
Yeah.
Women love him.
Always gets crisps in his belly button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he's eating a packet of Doritos.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
always just got like shit in his beard.
Beard, yeah.
And he just likes lifting
But it's
heavy
kind of
things.
hot. I
Yeah.
get it, yeah.
Yeah. So
Um,
that and women love him, and I think they love him because it's that.
He doesn't get
Why don't you fancy me?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
James is from the same neck of the woods.
He's from
as
where I'm
you.
from, yeah. So we've always known each other, yeah.
Oh, you know James?
I know James, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
I had no idea.
Uh-huh,
I was
uh-huh.
actually trying to get him for today.
Oh, stop it. Oh,
Two
that would've been
ends of the
fun.
gay spectrum here.
I like it.
Oh, it would be like that, no, the like diagram of evolution of man. Like if James was there. Masculine, little bit flamboyant. Tall
Gerry.
gay.
Could you imagine?
But we're all on our hands and knees.
Human centipede.
So many listeners turning this on. Fucking fruits.
No, I know.
Rail him up even more. Fuck him.
I was screaming. James, I couldn't imagine James at like a gay pride or anything like that. Would he be?
We always go to Pride.
Do you?
Always go to Pride.
So you are like what's it? The Bears or the? Do you know about the tribes?
Yeah, so
Sean?
so James would be a bear.
He would be a
wouldn't he?
bear.
I'm more of a cub.
You're or what you described it another way before.
An otter.
An otter.
An otter, yes.
Well, I don't know because I'm hairless. Like I don't know what I fall into.
Aye.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Um,
Well, I'd say you're twink.
Twink.
Twonk, apparently.
You're not a twonk.
31.
Was a twonk an old twink?
Aye.
Right, I see.
basically, aye,
Twinks
so-
don't normally live past 25.
But you look a lot younger than.
Well, thanks,
31.
Sean. No, I appreciate that, but I remember one time saying like, "Oh, I'm a twink," and they're like, "No, actually, you're a twunk." And it's like, "What the fuck, guy?" I didn't know what it was. So apparently that.
Shunned.
So that's me.
And so, what else have you got then? In terms of those categories.
How deep do you want to go?
Oh, it's another world,
That-
and I find it
Yeah,
funny.
don't blow your fucking mind.
The straight people that just aren't aware of that world. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Straight people are like, so do you like see dicks and all?
Yeah.
And then
they think-
and they're like, I'm a bubble butt accommodating bottom.
Yeah.
It's like it's all Morse code.
Yeah.
It's really like
It's all, yeah.
so a lot of it would likely go over your head,
Yes.
and there's a lot of underground.
Hit me with what someone is and we could tell you the code for it.
Right. So, give you an example of a person.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Oh, bollocks. Right. Who could I think of? Like,
You think of somebody you know?
no, I'm trying to think of fucking like
So you don't know any
out
gay people? So you're homophobic?
Let's say Rylan Clark.
Rylan, he's a twonk.
Twunk.
Yes. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Not a hard one. You knew that.
No.
You knew
Yes. Sean had his was something proper. Holy shit.
that. Schofield? What would Schofield be?
A paedophile.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Sue me, Schofield. Fucking.
Yeah, like a groomer.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
groomer.
Dog groomer.
Yeah.
That's what I hear he's doing though.
See, I spent a lot of my St. Paddy's Day I had the idea of imagine if Trump was on Grindr and just did that for an hour to people who got bored of it very quickly. Just me going up being like, I can come. Like, I don't like to come, but I can come.
Oh.
Advantage.
I don't know if you've ever seen this story, but James and Willie always do like a video on Pride where they're
right.
like two priests that show up.
Oh, I haven't seen this. No.
Like, but
Yeah.
you think that they're protesting it, but they're actually like,
So we'll stand with the protesters and ask them really gay questions. But they're like, we'll do it like we don't know.
right.
But they're really fucking graphic. And it's watching the protesters get very uncomfortable.
And do they know that you're taking the piss?
After about 4 questions,
Right.
when we start being like, oh, and so you've never experienced homosexuality, so you've never had a bear squirt in your face. And we will do this until they chase us off.
Stop.
And then my favourite clip of any of that, because they're like 2 minutes long.
Yeah.
They take so long to film
Yeah.
because they're like 12 hours it'll take us to film that.
Oh, I would imagine.
And we just cut it together. My favourite was one of those hate preachers who stand and be like, Jesus won't accept you, you're going to the gates of hell. And then I stood beside him being like, do some Pet Shop Boys. And was just started singing at him. And then we held up signs. So James's we put up first. It said Jesus saves. And then just mine came up after. It says, but Jason swallows. They were fucking furious. Like they ran after us. They chased us up, like they ran after us that fast we couldn't even get the footage of it.
Stop it. Oh my god.
And then we did another one where we went up to like the very Catholic preachers and we were like, do you want to do a rosary? And they were like, yes. And we did like a religious prayer on like a giant pair of anal beads.
Oh, stop.
And we were like, Our Father, and they were fucking huge.
Stop.
And we'd like fucking like, oh, this is the gross, like just painted marks on them. So they looked used.
Oh, fuck.
Fucking gross.
I thought you meant like bead one.
No. Just
like
coloured it in.
Like, oh.
So that was so gross that we didn't use it because we were like, dude, it's fucking repulsive.
Stop it, that's fucking disgusting. I think the chocolate. I can talk to it. Like shit.
Get him water.
I swear. No, I'm alright. Fuck.
Right,
That's disgusting.
That's your reaction.
That is disgusting.
Imagine theirs.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Fucking hated it.
But there is a whole big world out there, isn't there, of like
Protesters.
Of like, we say about like the categories.
Yeah.
And like obviously it's unfortunate that a lot of this has had to be like underground and isn't like mainstream, and like, but what's some of like the craziest like stuff that you have either experienced or like heard of?
So I would be quite vanilla. I'm very much like a rich
Yeah.
tea biscuit. I'm not gonna lie. Like don't know why. Maybe that's like the country bumpkin in me. Like,
But you would have lived out in like Ibiza and all, and I imagine some like kinky
so
shit
that would,
happens
but
out
then
there.
that would have been. I think I've always been the boy that's hanging outside the girls' toilets waiting for my friends. So I always hung out with the girls. So I wasn't really like a no.
She drunk, is she?
I didn't want
I get you home.
to. I didn't mean like. Do you know? Like I was always like the one gay, the
Yes.
token gay in the girl group.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, there's more people that are more like in the scene, so to speak. So like the gay guys are all like
Yeah,
lads going on
yeah.
holiday. So say like a group of straight lads, like right lads, like we're fucking going to Amsterdam. Let's hit the red light district. I didn't have that in the gay world. So even though I was in Ibiza, I didn't really like. Well, like missionary kind of vibe. Do you know what I mean?
You're even boring me. What?
I know I am.
I've done more than that. What the fuck you doing?
No, no, mine's were more like funny. Like I remember one time being with a guy and then the leg of the bed broke and then we went fucked into like a wardrobe. And then it was kind of like
the
awkward.
Narnia.
Like, you know, like loads like wee awkwardy, like LOL-y kind of
Yeah,
things. But no,
yeah.
I'd be quite vanilla. So say like, but I know a lot of people say like cam sex and like fisting, different things, all that type of yes.
Yeah. We're tell you
So
what,
there's a lot of fetish kind of underground
Yeah,
stuff.
and they're obviously among like safety's a big part
yeah,
as well now, obviously, because like there's so much awareness around like
Yeah.
Well, that's it. Like,
safety and stuff.
everyone's complaining now, like, oh, the world's getting, like, people are into kinky stuff now. And I'm like, yeah, but they're talking about it more.
Yeah.
It's always been there, I'd say.
Yeah, and it's always been, but I mean, in the general populace, I feel like kinky
Yeah.
shit's leaking in.
Yeah.
But I feel there's genuinely better conversations around, well, what do you like? And just tell me if you don't like that.
Yeah.
Rather than what it used to be of just fucking creeps.
But do you not think this is all like religious? I feel like we live like where we're from. I think here, like it's all very like we're very like judgmental, and it's all kind of Christian. So whether it is like Catholic or Protestant, that would be the two main religions here. It's kind of like that. Oh God, forgive. Like, did you hear so and so? Da 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 da. So I think a lot of people, whether you're straight or gay, are very suppressed.
Yeah.
100%.
Do you know? And then I think that's depression once you kind of break away from it. But now it's becoming a conversation. I think people are realizing how much like religion can play like coercion. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Where like it's figure out your own path. You don't need to. It's a spirituality. It's not like a literal guideline.
Yeah.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now I think there's more open conversations about these kind of things, but they've always been around.
Yeah. Because you still, even like, you don't realize how like a little bit backwards this country is until you go somewhere else.
Somewhere else, yeah.
Now, obviously, like, don't go to Saudi Arabia and expect progression. But if you go to the rest of the UK, they don't blink twice
No.
at some of these things. Whereas here, they're still freaking out.
Yeah.
Unless you go on Twitter, people are still, what happened to real men?
Oh what?
They're getting the kids now, they're teaching them it's alright to cry.
Aye.
Fuck, I hate that.
It's
The agenda's coming for our children. As opposed to what it was before, what TV presenters coming at your children.
literally no. Fuck.
And teachers like slapping your kid across the face.
Yeah. Back in my day, a teacher just beat you with a ruler, and that's the way it
Oh, wasn't
was.
it great?
Wasn't it great? What education did you have? Don't know. Stop going to school, was scared. But it was better times. Better times. You didn't have iPads back then.
No.
It fucking does my head in.
The world has gone mad. Like, I feel like it's always like a window period. We talked about this before one time, but it's like nearly like where it's like you feel like it gets progressive, then the window closes again. Then it gets progressive, then the window closes again. It's weird.
The world, it's like politically, I can't remember the name of the theory, but the things go in a cycle.
Yeah.
You'll go really left and then into the middle, really right.
Yeah.
I think things are at the best when you're in that little middle period.
Yeah.
When no one's really winning.
Yeah.
Right now we're entering
Right.
a very right-wing time.
Yeah.
Which I hate politically. I love it because I'm such a contrarian, and I hate when, like, I am left-leaning, but I hate when the left is in parks, then I can't complain about anything.
Yeah.
I love being miserable. I love going dicks. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I guess.
I see all these bastards in government that are
That I voted for.
legalizing
Yeah.
that are like legalizing same-sex marriage. Oh, bastard!
Aye.
What's one of my favourite Louis C.K. jokes is he does a bit about, like, it's great, like, you can get married and all as a gay guy and it's so open, but was it not more fun when you had to be, like, in a public bathroom stall? Being like, I'm breaking my mother's heart. Oh. Like, he's like, was it not more fun then? I love that joke. But, like, that, yeah.
I do get that though. Like, it's
It's not, I shouldn't be doing this.
no, yeah, like the thrill of it, like.
Yeah. But now we are entering that, like, I'm going to not get political on this
No,
podcast because
no,
people
no.
fucking
Oh,
hate
fuck
when
no,
we do.
Jesus.
But it's doing my fucking tits in. Mental, the most right-wing party right now is the fucking Labour Party. I'll say that. Motherfuckers, taking my pip away. Fuck it.
Oh, so.
I'll come for fucking bastards. They are doing that.
I try to stay
Are
out
they?
of
Not
politics
mine.
though. I feel like I can't keep up with it.
I stopped really getting involved in it because it just angers me. It's like, do you know what? Like, Nolan's on at 10:30 at night, and I don't watch it because I don't want to go to bed raging.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? And it could be anything. The cunt could be covering best flavour of crisps. And by the end of it, you're going, it certainly isn't beef and onion. I don't give a fuck where you're from.
Well, beef and onion is rotten, I think.
Yeah, it's the worst.
It's the worst. No, well, ready salted, I would say.
I've already salted. It's all right.
Do you know,
What?
do you know
Yeah.
what? No, it'll swing the ready salted for me. This may be the weirdest thing I'll ever say. The shape of the crisp.
What do you mean?
If you give me a ready salted in a square shape,
You'd eat it.
it's nice.
Yes.
If you
like
give me it in a
squares. Yeah.
flat shape, don't like it.
I agree.
What do you mean
I
a
agree.
square shape?
No, I know what you mean.
Right, so do you know shapes? Are you familiar with the square?
Wait, William, I'm not a rocket scientist. You're gonna have to simplify
Slow
this.
down.
So, do you mean like
Squares.
squares?
Literally squares.
Yeah.
Like square. Yeah.
The crisp square.
How was your stag do, Willie?
That may be the stupidest thing ever said in this podcast, and that's up there. What do you mean in a square shape? Fucking what?
You know, like this, there is an actual packet of crisps
Called squares.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But they're ready salted, it's unreal.
Yeah, good rice salted.
But like Walkers, nah,
No,
not hitting it.
I'm with him on that.
Yeah.
Stag do was fantastic.
Are you getting married?
No, fuck no.
Oh,
But
whose stag do was it?
my mate's.
Oh, your mate. All right, okay.
I'll not name him because he has a professional job, but he knows who he is.
Right, okay. Where
Great
was it?
time.
Are you allowed to say where the stag do was at?
Oh, I went to Budapest.
So the ice baths or the what's that? The baths?
The public baths.
The public baths.
The saunas.
Really?
Rotten.
Serious?
Rotten.
Apparently everybody's fucking in them and all.
Mate, the outdoor ones are okay. The indoor ones, I don't think have been cleaned in centuries. My mates all jumped into one, and I was like, "There's a skin on that.
No.
Like that looks like rice pudding. I'm not getting in that. I can see a finger. Like, what the fuck is this? It is good. It's. I don't know if I like Hungary or not. It does. It's just a Call of Duty map of a country. Like,
Really?
every time I'm there, I'm just like, this is just fucking Black Ops. Like, this is.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never.
It just has that proper Soviet depressing architecture
Really?
around the city.
Oh god,
See, I
right.
feel like I'd love.
You would.
I am weird.
Yeah.
You're very like Green Day coded.
Yes.
Isn't he? Like,
Whereas I'm very,
what I mean?
I'm a bougie bitch. I like
Yeah.
going to like fancy hotel. I like,
Yeah.
I like going to like Dubai or
a
like
bit of
Bali,
razzle
somewhere
dazzle.
like that.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, whereas
Sean, you're kind of like I like.
I'm just I've been
Like
infected
autumn
with
leaves.
hipster disease. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, whereas Hungary is just like, here is building, 40 people die every day in building. And you're
That's
like,
Sean. That is Sean. Yes.
tell me more.
Yeah.
Now, what we did on the last day of the stag is, because the stag has to dress up,
Right. Oh yes, yes.
we put him in a full gimp suit. I'll not put the picture up
stop
because
it.
it's him, but I'll show Gerry.
I must say, oh stop, because I've
See,
seen this.
I was
Oh,
so
oh no, not the holes. That's a sin.
Now, this was just a happy mistake. We were not aware of this before we went. The day that he walked around dressed as a gimp was Hungary's National Day of Mourning for the Revolution, which is like their equivalent of Remembrance Sunday. So, a lot of sad people standing in the town square, little flags, a lot of that, and we were just walking a gimp through it. And he also wouldn't stop touching his nipples, and we were like, "Stop doing that! You're not helping yourself." But then we had to go to we went to play paintball after. Made him
Oh fuck.
wear the gimp suit.
Oh no.
And here's the thing about paintball: it fucking hurts.
Oh my god, like a bitch.
Oh, it is so sore. And at the end, the stag has to run up and down a line, like so. You all line up, 20 of yous, and he has to sprint,
And yous are going.
and we all shoot at him.
Oh my god.
Again, I will not play the video on the screen, but I will let you hear it so you can hear the sound of this, right? Listen to the sound of 20 of us firing at this guy.
I imagine it would be numb after.
But he had the gimp said had holes.
Yeah.
Fucking
Now, what you can't see is he fell down halfway through it.
Oh no.
Did we wait for him to get back up? No. No. We did the Star Wars, I want all the guns trained on that man, fired in his ball too. And he sort of fell, sort of got into a fetal position, and then you saw the back of his head like just light up with fucking paint.
Oh my god, stop.
And then one must have hit him in the face. Like, he had a mask on, but must have hit him square in the face. By the time he was done, he was just like covered in blood, throwing up.
Oh my god.
And we were like, we may have taken this too far.
Men are so toxic.
Oh, here, was anyone concerned? That was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Trying to get him a taxi home, nightmare.
Oh, like
This covered in blood, vomiting gimp, and we were like, "You going back to Budapest?"
There was a time we done a photo shoot for the band, and we had all this like color powder, no, like one of those what do you call those
What was the
festivals?
concept
Holy festivals?
Yeah.
Like the Indian holy festivals. We got like all this like color powder, and we were in the town.
What was the vision? Sorry, just to stop. What was the vision? Like, what were you thinking with this idea?
I don't know what the vision was. So we're 18,
Right.
and
right. Okay.
and
right.
we were just like,
So you thought it was something like edgy and cool.
we were
but
like, this
instead
is
it looked
cool. Like, this will look class in photos. Like,
Yeah.
So we were just in the town throwing this color powder over each other. Got loads of photos taken. They actually did come out looking class.
Yeah.
But then none of us drove.
Really?
So then there was the four of us walking through Belfast City Centre, head to toe in this colour powder, standing for the 80 in Queen Street, just going, well, what's a crack? It's like, here, I haven't enough money for the bus, I'm going to get a black taxi. And the bus man just looking at us going like, oh, for fuck's sake, like...
So, and then was the band all like yourself, like kind of like that indie preppy kind of vibe?
Yeah.
So kind of anybody walking by maybe would have thought, oh Jesus, there's them between her. Is they just on a colour run? Do you know what I
You've nailed it, look at that
mean? He's
They must be filming here now.
Stand at the bus stop. What? Actually?
No, I'm
wait.
saying,
Have you ever been on like a stag or a hen do?
I've been on a stag and I've been on a hen, so I can say like two different ball
Which,
games.
because I feel the answer is women are a bit wilder. Right? Men will be like, we're mental. Nah.
Men are mental, but they don't go over the finish line.
Yeah.
Women-
Men will hurt each other.
Yeah. It's a 100-meter sprint with a man. It's all guns blazing, lagging board. We're going to go to the strip clubs. We're going to get hooks. And it's just like dirty, like dirty chap with a packet of bacon fries
Yes.
and a pint of Haverley, like that, but it goes, wah, wah.
Yeah.
That's
I had the
the
most
stag.
boring stag ever, and I loved it.
Really?
Yeah, we went to Liverpool,
Uh-huh.
and like Patrick will tell you, like we just like we went for dinner,
Uh-huh.
booked a table in Pop World. And like booked, you have to book the table with like a drinks package.
Yeah.
So we bought this big drinks package and went, and Pop World was fucking dead.
Yeah.
Like there was nobody.
Yeah.
So it was just us sitting in a corner, like with all this drink that nobody wanted to drink because there was like nobody else in the fucking bar. And then and we were going, right, we'll go somewhere else. And I was going, we can't go somewhere else. I have to finish all this fucking drink first. So then I started I was going, well, I get my money's worth, and I started knocking things back. And then I was paralytic by like 11 o'clock.
Oh my god.
And so I had to
Oh, shit.
get carried round home, and everybody else went out.
Stop.
I was in bed.
That's so boring.
But the thing is, but that is the average. So that with the men, though, like they're all like really amped up for it, and then it goes,
Wow,
and it just
wow.
goes. Wow, wow. Meanwhile, with the girls, it's all like,
It goes too
how
far.
well do you know the groom? How well do you know the bride? Like Mr. and Mrs. And then it's like bitch fest.
Oh yeah.
Like it's like they're so like desperate housewives, squeaky clean itinerary, and then it's like flies off the handle.
Somebody sucked a dick.
Yeah.
I worked in Ibiza, and I worked in like a shop, and we were right beside Ibiza Rocks, and basically, long story short, I don't know these people, but they were telling us the story that the bride ended up going back with a guy, and then her best friend told the groom to be. What's her thoughts on that?
I think the best friend is right.
Do you?
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
what's her relationship to the groom? Is she friendly
No,
enough for the
that's
groom?
her best friend.
No, but like, is she?
Imagine
does
your
she
best
also-
friend ratting you out, even though you did do wrong.
Well, it depends.
I don't know,
though.
this is a
If
tough
my
one.
bride, here's what would make it for me.
Right.
If one of my best mates did that and his girlfriend was lovely, sweetheart
Yeah.
of a girl,
Yeah.
I'd be like, no, she deserves better than
She
that.
deserves-
I would
If she's
say no
a
matter
thunder cunt and everyone hates her, I'd be like, fucking fuck 3 more, and I'll say nothing. And then she can, and every time she rolls her eyes, every time I say hello, I'd be like, your husband's a slut. And he doesn't even love you. But if she's a sweetheart and she'll drink with the boys and be lovely, I'd be like, no, she's a good girl, don't deserve that.
Yeah,
That's,
I get you. There's right and wrong, but then I'm a Scorpio, so I'm very like mafia. If you're my best friend, you're my best friend. I'm getting the shovel, the spade. I'm the getaway van.
Right.
I'm that type of friend.
yeah, no, I'm
Which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Just like a best friend, I will.
See,
I
I'm
ride or
a
die.
Virgo. I'm too emotional.
Yeah,
I think I'd be doing everything in my part not to let you even walk out the door with the person.
yeah, but I would be the one that like you need to tell because I don't want to be the one to tell. But
Yes.
so the
Yes.
best friend and the whole thing was off then disaster.
Oh, did she go nuts at the best friend?
I'd say so. I
Oh,
never heard much since, but
Also, I love on handers, everything's cock shaped.
yeah, like
Straws
penis
are cocks,
straws
hats
and,
are dick glasses.
Yeah, but apparently a lot of girls don't like that now. That's trying to get seen as
Tacky.
tacky now.
Right, I see.
I remember my sister when she was getting married. She'll kill me for sharing this. She cried because they got T-shirts which were like like luminous pink Comic Sans font. Take a shot. I'm tying the knots. Now, I don't even think that's that bad. But she cried because she was just so like.
That's so
I
tacky.
wanted this to be like Pinterest.
Yes.
And her friends got her them tacky T-shirts. She was raging.
That's the handers are very.
But I love the
different.
tacky T-shirts. Like I'm like gay Jared. Like
Yeah.
it's an obvious one. Like slutty Sean.
That's so different.
Guilty.
Well, guilty.
That's so different from stag do's because if the stag is like, I just wanted this to be the lads, we're like, put that dress on.
Aye.
We're gonna throw bricks at you.
Aye. A stag do is more of like a hazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I think everybody just knew with mine that like that's just so not me.
Yeah.
And they
Which
just,
is even more. The
Like,
reason
did
to
you
do
have
it.
the rollers in the airport? Liverpool.
I just like I'm too fucking boring and vanilla. Like and that's just me and everybody knows. But fuck it.
I like to think I am, and then you've seen me hammered. I flip
aye.
a switch between being very calm and collected into let's get fucked up.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm the same.
Night out, like 100%. I can party, like, but
Yeah.
it's you know, see with that as well, we were also on tour at the time.
Right.
I done my stag do while on tour.
Right.
So it was like,
Oh, you're just
I was going,
wrecked.
I also need to get up and play a gig tomorrow.
Oh fuck, right. So you were, there was always that kind of in the back of your
Yeah,
head.
and I was like, and we have like 10 grand worth of fucking gear.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, why the fuck did you? That's not.
Wait a minute, what? Do
Like-
you mean like?
no, of like a music.
That's how born he is. He meant Marshall amps. Like,
I thought you meant the disco dust.
This all needs done before we go to the
That's
next
like
bar.
fucking 10 grand a gear. Fuck. You may bring that back over in the Senna. You'll never get through that in Pop World.
Or did you think I got it?
Yeah.
see, this is I'm like,
I was like, what?
on a stag day I've been before, because I love the White Girl music room.
Yeah.
That's where you'll find me.
In Pop World?
In
No.
anywhere.
Oh, anyway, right, I get you.
So we went in this
Oh,
big
sure.
club in
Yeah,
Budapest
yeah.
that
Yeah.
has like 9 rooms in it, and apparently my mates were in like the fucking techno room and got in the fight with these big Hungarians. Everyone got their fuck knocked in. And I was like, oh, I just didn't see it. And I didn't have the heart to tell them that while they're getting their heads jumped on by Hungarian guys, I'm just being like, starships, I meant to dancing with like dancing with like a 40-year-old lesbian. I'm coming back out with glitter and all on me. I'm like, what's happening with us?
Oh, fuck. We'll go over to Patreon here,
Yes.
so thanks.
Head on over to the Patreon. Thank you for checking out this week's episode. Also, go check out, what's the podcast called, Jerry?
Pop my cherry, you
Pop
check.
My Check out.
I know the name of yours.
No, I knew what it was called. I was going to
Oh, right,
plug it.
okay. I'm sure. Well,
Showbiz, baby. Showbiz. Check out.
You forgot it.
Check out
The
whatever-
cunt fucking
whatever
forgot.
the-
Why the fuck did I come here?
Whatever the fuck it's called. Check out Pop My
Who
Cherry.
gives a
It's
fuck?
fucking fantastic. Check out the Patreon.
He's never seen it.
I listened to 5 minutes of it. It was good. It was good. I was like, I'll do research, man. 5 minutes all day. I got the vibe. He's gay, I get it.
Stop.
See you next week.
See you.
When